Open door. I don't mind seeing an open gate. That'll do. Looks like it's a car park. Oh, we have lights. Right, who are these athletic looking dudes? Yep, nameless. That's more of them over there. We are fucking. Rats in the sky. Kathleen Hilda. And here is Dinamo Stadium. Shall we do a lap? Just in case you didn't know where you were. Yeah, I think we'll do a lap. Oh, no way can you get inside, look. I'll sit back the dugout, that's what I'll do. Get a bit of shade. Later, let's go round the outside. You know, in the late 70s and 80s, I used to remember Dinamo Bucharest and a lot of other Warsaw Pact countries and the football teams. It was always really mysterious when your team got to play them. You never knew what you never knew what you would get. The games weren't on TV or nothing like that, so you only had newspaper reports. It was always a case of, oh, the ref was a homer. The ref was biased in favour of the team from Hungary or the team from Romania or Bulgaria, usually because they'd been bribed. And I think a lot of that came out later on. There was a lot of bribery involving referees, especially if your team was playing the team from Romania, say Dinamo Bucharest for example, and the referee was from Bulgaria or Albania. There's a good chance he was bribed, unless your club was like significantly better on the field. They wouldn't come away with you places like this with a victory, that's for sure. This is as far as I'm allowed. Let's go up. Let's get out the sun. Let's go up to row 7. Row 7, seat 3 looks kinda new. Maybe someone chucked the old one at the players in disgust. Could be doing with a sweep up, sure. Oh, we can get round. Is this the TV? The press box. Jesus Christ, it's hot. Why do I have to come here on a bloody feet? What the fuck? Is that a bone? They can't possibly play here. I need to double check this. I've been given wrong information. They can't bloody possibly play here. Bottles of beer and bottles of kiosks. Maybe that's the old hot dog stand. Doubt it. Well, maybe it was. Would you eat a pint of Bovril from there? Not me. This is definitely the place you want to be on a hot day. Under the roof. What can only be described as a bit of corrugated iron. Should I go on the pitch? Nah. I wonder if I can get away up that bit over there. The score, is that the right time? Let's time check. Almost. The time's right. I'm not so sure about the year. This place is stuck in the 80s, and that's been kind. And look, there is no seats there. Ah, there's all the old seats there. Maybe we should nab one, wee souvenir. No. UEFA Mafia. Well, you know what? They're not wrong. They ain't wrong. Tempo 20 victores. What's this? The training pitch? Ah, tennis courts. Well, Dinamo is a sports club. You know, it's not just football. It's, you know, gymnastics, tennis, all the things Romanians are good at. Yeah, I love these big floodlights. Reminds me of Kiev. The old Olympic Stadium in Kiev. Huge lights. I think you need to look that one up on Google Images or whatever. Massive, massive lights. Really high as well. I mean, screw having to change a light bulb on them. Red Star and Belgrade have got the same. Big massive floodlights mounted outside the ground, shining down. Anyway, I digress. Let's go. Wonder if this is the hooligan end. Oh, wonder no more. Ultras 48. Missing seats where they've ripped them up and chucked them over. Pretty cool. Now Dinamo had a massive rivalry with Steaua Bucharest. Steaua with the army team. Steaua with the army team in Bucharest. Well, in the old days. And God knows what's happened to them recently. They've been taken over at least 3 times. Changed their names. Yeah, it's all a mess now, Romanian football. But in the old days, in the 70s and 80s, teams like Steaua, I mean, they actually won the European Cup. A few years later, got to the final as well. Cracking team, full of great players. Hadji particularly. But anyway, they were the sports club of the army, whereas Dinamo were the sports club of the Ministry of the Interior, the secret police Securitate, run directly, if rumours are to be believed, from the Ceausescu household. I can't see Ceausescu sitting up there. Let's have a gander. See what the view is like from up here. I mean, if Ceausescu was up here watching, there's no hiding place. If you weren't pulling your weight, then 10 years in Islam, hard labour or worse. I don't know what this could be. Don't tell me that's the TV commentators. Press box? Yeah, good enough view for it. Probably was. Look at the mess. I'm not laughing at it. I mean, obviously it's everything's falling on hard times in this part of the world, but come on, at least move that for fuck's sake. Let's try and sit in the dugout. Try and sit in the dugout here. It's an official dugout. The Red Wolves, the Red Dogs. I think that's a new logo. It used to have just the D. I think that's the subs just going, oh no, I don't want to go on. Ripping their chairs up. I wonder where the manager sat. Surprisingly comfortable. It's a real crappy view from the dugout. I don't know why managers sit in the dugout. You can barely see like an overall picture. Even the nets look a wee bit sad. And a fella by the name of Rodion Chamataru, I probably butchered the surname, but the way I would say it, Chamataru. He's the number 9, the goal scorer, the centre forward, the big, maybe not the big star, but he was knocking them in. He got a transfer to Dinamo, or rather, Dinamo wanted them and took him. I think these old club didn't have much say in the matter. But anyway, he was doing alright. He was knocking a few goals in. It's late 80s. The regime here was feeling in a bit of danger, so they thought, what can we do? What we do is spice things up, give us a bit of legitimacy. And they decided that they would make Chamataru the leading goal scorer in Europe. He would win the Adidas Golden Shoe. In order to do that, you had to be the top goal scorer in his domestic league, in all the leagues of Europe. I recall an Austrian fella by the name of Polster was he was going to win it, I think. I remember Ali McCoist's Rangers was up there. He was involved somewhere. I don't think he got close in the end, but Polster did, until the Ceausescu's intervened on behalf of Chamataru. With 6 games left of the season, Chamataru banged in an unbelievable 20 goals. 20 goals in 6 games. That's like a hat-trick every game, plus more. Kind of unbelievable, but not impossible, but highly unlikely without intervention from above. And I'm not talking divine intervention. I mean from back up in the stands. So he won, and he got his Adidas Golden Shoe, and everybody just went, yeah, right, yeah, that's fair. Of course it is. But UEFA, spineless as usual, gave him it. Until like a few years after the Ceausescus were taken out and shot. it came to light that, yeah, they did intervene. They told all the opposition, let Kamataro score. Whenever he was going through, just let him do it, just let him score. And that's how Rodion Kamataro won his golden boot and managed to get 43 goals in one season. 43, and almost half of them came in the last 6 games, just because the regime needed a boost, and they thought, sport, that usually works. Give the people some heroes in the sports field, and that'll take the mind off the corrupt and failing country. UEFA actually stripped Kamataro of the title, but they let him keep his boot. Spineless till the end, UEFA. But there we go. It's a story of how Kamataro became the leading goal scorer in Europe. And actually it was awarded to Polster. Polster is in the record books. I think it's some sort of footnote that Kamataro was disqualified and it was given to Polster, but it's ridiculous. I mean, Polster should have got it. Right, let's go somewhere else. That's enough of this, it's kind of depressing. There's a running track as well. Just noticed it's an actual running track. The pitch markings are there. Sprinklers are on. It must be being kept in condition for some reason. I need to check when the Romanian season starts. Or is it started? Who knows? Well, that's enough about good old computer land Romania. Look at that. 13 Romanian Cups. 18 national championships. Don't know what that says. God knows. 1983 semi-final, a Cup Campionello, 1984. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Dinamo Bucharest. European Cup semi-finalists. That's one of the games that got moved to the. That's one of the games that got moved to the big stadium. Liverpool v Dinamo Bucharest. It was on TV. The highlights. It wasn't on live. You very rarely got live games in those days. But TV from Romania back in the 80s, it was like, it was colour. The broadcast was broadcast in colour apparently, but it kind of looked black and white with just like the grainiest kind of colours. I don't know what the hell cameras they were using. And it came off the satellite microphone, so it was going. The place was packed, usually by army suits. It's like, why are all the supporters in green? I thought the team played in red and white. Because they were in your uniforms, that's why. Anyway, say goodbye to Dinamo Bucharest. Sud, south. I guess this is the south stand and that's the north stand. Should I try and walk around there, see if there's no real point, is there? It's all going to be derelict and crappy and scabby looking. Dinamo, 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 Dinamo. Ah, those were the days. They certainly aren't the bloody days now, that's for sure. Imagine if you're in the top floor of that, what is that? Brezhnivka, Krushkovka, whatever you call these apartments. Call me blocks anyway. Imagine you're on the 10th floor of Call Me Block, you could probably see right in. For free. What does that mean? Toxic? Pirates? I don't know. Club Sportiv Dinamo Bucharest. Right, let's go. Let's head off. There's the stadium plan. Fuck you, Dinamo, if you want to support us off.